I want to show my Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but I'm finally back with a new video, and in this video I will be sharing my nude lip collection as well as my favorite nude lip combos right now. So if you want to know what products I use, just continue watching and don't forget to like and subscribe. So let's begin. So let's begin with lip liners. The first two lip liners I'm showing you are by the brand NYX. These are probably the first two lip liners that I ever purchased when I first started getting into makeup and just trying to navigate what nude shades I liked or was like appropriate for my complexion. And these two lip shades are Nude Beige and Nude Truffle. Nude Truffle is a little darker. I'm gonna swatch them. And don't make fun of my swatches, I'm trying. I'm gonna go as heavy handed as I can so it can come up on camera. So this is Nude Truffle right here. It's a very like medium brown. It's not as dark as, it's not a very deep brown, but it does a trick. Like if you want to just put this on with liner, your lips will definitely look plump. And then the next shade I'm showing is Nude Beige, which is obviously way lighter than the Nude Truffle. But I really like this, especially for the summertime when I don't want to go too dramatic on my lips and I just want to put a gloss and just have a very like daytime look. This is Nude Truffle. So this one's kind of like a muted brown, I would say. It's very warm tone, both of these shades, and yeah, I like them a lot, and they're also very creamy and very affordable, so you can't go wrong with NYX. This lip liner I actually discovered on YouTube. I was very into Makeup by Ariel's like makeup looks. Like he does very like nice soft glam, and I wanted to know what products he used, and of course I stumbled on a video he did with Shay Mitchell, and he used this exact lip liner and I ran and got it. This one is by Morphe and it's in the shade Sweet Tea. I'm gonna swatch it for you guys. It's very creamy, it glides nicely, and this is the shade right here. This is Sweet Tea. I really like this color. Unlike the other two, this one I would say has a little bit maybe like a peachier brown. I really don't know how to describe it, but it's not as dark as Nude Truffle on the lips. It's a very soft brown. These next lip liners that I'm about to show shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. I mean, every beauty girl talks about these lip liners, and the lip liners that I'm referring to are the KKW lip liners. They are so good. If you don't have them already, go run and get them as soon as you can because they're always selling out, and that just proves as to why they're so popular. And the shades that I have are Nude Number 1, Nude Number 2, and Nude Number 2.5. First shade I want to show you is obviously Nude Number 1, which is a very, very light nude lip liner. Want to say, yeah, it's definitely lighter than the NYX Nude Beige. It's right here. It's a very subtle peachy brown, I would say, because it's not very warm and it's not very light. But yep, that one's a fave. Now this next shade I'm going to show you is very, very popular. Every time I asked like a makeup artist, I would always ask them first because this was before the KKW was in Ulta, so I was unsure like what exactly would be appropriate for my complexion because I am very light and I didn't want anything too dark. But everyone said Nude Number 2, you need Nude Number 2. But every time I would get on KKW Beauty, it was always sold out. And then I found out that Ulta was going to carry the brand, and I was like, oh, it's perfect. So I bought one, and I just recently bought another one. And this is Nude Number 2. Nude Number 2 right there. And this one is obviously a very dark brown. I just really like this shade, and I just really like the formula. It glides on so well, but I will say if you're not used to lining your lips, you have to be careful and not to press too hard down when applying, just because you don't want to break the pencil, because they are really, really creamy. And they, well, for me, they are, I don't find them as long lasting as other lip liners that I have. So you want to always carry this with you, but always remember that this can get very messy if you don't apply it right. The next shade I'm going to show is Nude 2.5. Now this shade, I will say, is just a little darker than Nude number 2, but I don't really wear this often just because I usually wear nude lipsticks that are mid-tone or cool tone. So I don't wear this lip liner often, only if I'm wearing a dark nude lipstick. And let me swatch it so you know exactly what I'm talking about. See, this one is Nude 2.5. I hope it's picking up on camera. I really do. But it should on my right hand. This is Nude 2.5. So again, I only really wear that lip liner with a darker brown. Not something like that's on my lips right now. Just because it's going to be a little, it might be just a little harsh on my skin color. Next lip liner I want to show is this bad boy. And let me just rant about this. I want to buy another one of this, but I can't because it's limited edition and I don't think they're going to restock anytime soon or at all. So I need you all to spam Il Makiage and Carly Bible and let them know that this needs to be a permanent lip liner. A permanent lip liner. It needs to be in stock all the time. And let me tell you why. For one, it's waterproof. And it's not as smooth as the KKW Beauty ones, but it glides on nicely as well. And let me just show the color. And no, it doesn't look like the other lip liners. I know what you guys are thinking, like, oh my gosh, she has so many brown lip liners that probably look the same, but they're not. Trust me. It looks a lot different on the hand than when it is on the lip. And this one is the Carly Bible one. So it's just a little bit lighter than Nude 2.5 by KKW and a little bit darker than Nude number 2. But again, this is probably my favorite lip liner that I own. I'm so sad that I can't buy another one. Il Makiage, please restock in this lip liner. Everyone needs it. I swear by it. And it's just so good. It's waterproof, long lasting, like you can't go wrong. Not least, MAC lip liners. What can I say? They are a little bit pricier than the ones that I just showed you, but I mean, you get this whole pencil. The other pencils were way smaller. You get this whole pencil, and I find that I don't have to constantly reline my lips when I use a MAC pencil. They stay on too, just like the Carly Bible. The first shade that I want to show is Oak. This one is very, very light, kind of like KKW Beauty Nude 1, but much more peachy. This is Oak. Next lip liner is Strip Down. This is Strip Down right here. I hope it's coming up on camera. And with this shade, it is not as light as Oak, but not very dark either. This can also be a lip liner that you can use just with like your favorite gloss. And yeah, I don't use this often just because I'm really into darker lip liners, but I will say it's something that I buy often when I like run low, just because it is good with glosses. And yeah, I don't know, I just think that with these three shades by MAC, I just think that they're just important to have in like your collection. I feel like they're given, like you need these. So the final lip liner I'm going to show is Cork by MAC, and I do find it very similar to the Il Makiage Carly Bible lip liner in Luna, but again, like I mentioned, this is out of stock. Unless they restock, girl, go ahead and buy them, but this is gonna be your closest thing to it. This is cork right here, and I believe this is the Carly Bible one. So very, very similar. I will say that the Carly Bible one is a lot smoother than the MAC one, but other than that, they're pretty much close in color. But I will say none of the other ones are the same. To me, they're not the same. And that's just that. So moving on from the lip liners, I now want to show my lip glosses that I frequently use, starting with Il Makiage Carly Bible. I know I'm going to mention this collab a lot, sorry guys, but it really is a great collab, and I wish it wasn't limited. But this lip gloss is in the shade Star Child, and it's just a nice glittery like lip topper. And I don't have a lot of like lip glosses that are as glittery as this one, but honestly, it's not overbearing. And it's just a nice gold tint, so it looks really nice. So the next lip gloss is MAC's See-Through lip gloss. This lip gloss, I don't wear it on its own. I normally just put it in the center of, let's say, a darker brown. I would usually just put this in the center of my lip just to lighten the color up, but never really wear this alone. When I swatch it, you will see that it is a very peachy nude, and compared to how it is in the bottle. And this is the shade right here. I know I'm so light, but yeah, so I'm not really into peachy nudes again, so I wouldn't wear this alone, but that's just me. And the next glosses are obviously Fenty Beauty. I have her first three, and I'm obsessed with them. The first one that dropped was Fenty Glow, and let me tell you, I wore this a lot with Nude Beige lip liner, and it's just a nice universal gloss, and it has a little bit of speckles, but not as much as the Carly Bible one. This is the Fenty Glow right here. I just really love Fenty Glow. I feel that it is a nice gloss. It's not, I don't find the formula sticky at all. And I just love the fact that it's universal. So it's just not made for, you know, people with my skin complexion. It can be for a darker skin complexion. And I just really love how natural it looks on the lip. So it's just a little lighter than the Carly Bible one, but not as shimmery as the Carly Bible one. So keep that in mind. The next lip gloss is Diamond Milk by Fenty Beauty, and I normally don't wear this on top of nude lipsticks. I usually wear it alone, but with the lip liner, I wouldn't use a dark lip liner only because I don't really want to stain the inside of the bottle, and I don't really want to go the dramatic route sometimes. So I normally would just do like a natural like look and wear this with a subtle lip liner, so something like KKW Beauty Nude 1 or MAC's Strip Down, but nothing darker than that, something like in the middle. And I just really love how milky it is. It's right there. It's not clear, but you know, it gives it a little something extra. And the final Fenty gloss is Fussy. I normally don't really like pinky lip glosses, but I don't know, there's just something about this shade that I am so obsessed with, especially when I'm tanned. I love to use this gloss a lot. It's just a nice pinky color. I really love this shade, and I love, love, love the scent of these. Oh my god, it smells so good. I just love the scent of these, and they taste good too. I know that's weird, shouldn't be tasting lip gloss, but they do taste good, and I just really love this pink shade a lot. Now for my next lip gloss, it's Marc Jacobs and Narmad lip gloss in the shade Sugar Sugar. I normally don't really wear pinky nudes, but it was just something about this shade that I love so much, and I love the formula. It's not sticky. I don't really like sticky glosses. And this is also very pinky too. I normally like to put this on top of a darker lipstick. Like if I'm wearing something that's super brown, I will, again, just like see-through, I will put this in the middle of my lip just to lighten the color up. And this also has a tiny hint of shimmer, but nothing overbearing. It's right here. And this is probably like one of my like summer go-tos, just like the Fenty glosses. This one is as well. Final products I'm going to show are my lipstick collection, starting off with Dose of Colors. I'll start off with the cream lip, I guess you can call it that. This is actually from their collab with Mickey Mouse. This one's in the shade Rocking It. I like randomly went into Ulta and I saw this lip color and I was just like, oh, that's really pretty. And like I said in the beginning of this video, I normally lean towards cool tone browns, and this one was just so perfect when I saw it and I had to get it because I really don't have a shade like this already. And this is Rocking It, and I love how comfortable it is. Again, it's not sticky, and I do use a lip liner with this. I would use like a lip liner like Cork just to give it like a 90s vibe, and that's Rocking It. Next Dose of Color product is their liquid matte lipstick in the shade Sand. I purchased this maybe like, I don't know, like maybe like 4 years ago. And it became like one of my like go-tos at the time. I resort back to it sometimes, but this, I will say, this is a fun color to have. It is super light, so you don't want to use it alone. You definitely need a lip liner because once it's dried down, it will literally make you look like you had a pack of powdered donuts. So this is the shade right here. So it's very peachy, but once it's on my lips, it ends up looking like very light. Don't know how to describe it, but yeah, definitely wear a lip liner with this. And I tried a lot of matte liquid lipstick formulas, and I will say that this is the best one. I find it very comfortable. Anastasia is a little heavier, but I feel like this one's very lightweight. I don't really know if it's because it's vegan or anything, but I do love wearing this. It's very comfortable. And like I mentioned earlier, you know, almost every beauty girl has these lipsticks, and they are the KKW lipsticks. One, I love the packaging. I don't know what it is about it. And it looks so pretty on a vanity. Like, I don't know. It's something with the packaging I just really like as well, as the lip colors itself. And the first shade I'm going to show is Nude number 1. And I was very hesitant on purchasing this when I was in Ulta. But I said, you know, let me just try it at home. Maybe I'll like it. And I ended up liking it. This is Nude number 1 right here. It is very peachy. And like I mentioned before, I normally don't wear peachy nude lips just because I feel like I'm so light, and I don't know, I feel like the colors clash. I don't know if it's, I don't know, it's just not my thing. But this I really love with a dark lip liner, and sometimes, again, like I mentioned before, I will put it in the center of my lip with a darker lip color. Next shade is Nude number 4, and surprisingly I also like this lip shade because it's not like anything that I already have, to be honest. Because I don't really lean towards these terracotta shades, but it's so pretty on. So those are the 2 KKW Beauty lipsticks. Again, you definitely need, maybe not these shades if they don't work for you, but definitely go and try them out. I'm telling you, these are so good. And now for my baby, this is my favorite lipstick. I lost it a couple weeks ago. I had went out and I think I left it in the bathroom sink, and I literally came home and I ordered 2 because I was just like, this cannot happen. and I didn't have a backup, so I ordered 2, and I'm probably going to order 2 more after this because I feel like you guys are going to order it and I need them first. I'm sorry, but these are my favorites. I need them. And it is the Il Makiage Carly Bible lipstick in the shade Libra. Fun fact, I'm a Libra, but that's not the point. And I just really love the packaging itself. It's a nice little white bottle, and the top is magnetic, so that's fun. And the lip bullet itself, I don't think it's going to come up on camera, but it's very sandy like texture on the outside, and I just really love this shade a lot. I'm actually wearing it now, and it's just a nice, like, cool taupey brown color, very 90s vibe right here. And this is very wearable. I don't really reapply often with this because it dries down nicely. It's not a super matte, but it's very comfortable. And you need this, tell Il Makiage to keep this in stock. So the first shade I want to show is Honey Love. This is a matte lipstick, very peachy on. So I normally wear this with either MAC cork lip liner or MAC strip down, depending how dark or light I want it. I even sometimes wear it with nude beige or nude truffle, and that's the shade right here. Next, Blankety. This is a satin lip creme, and it's very pinky in comparison to Honey Love. This is Honey Love and this is Blankety. I will say that in like summer 2017, I was wearing this color a lot. I was wearing this color with the NYX nude beige lip liner and Marc Jacobs Enamored lip gloss, Sugar right on top, and it was like the perfect like dusty pink lip color, and it looked so pretty on my summer tan. So definitely need to go back and use that combo. This next lipstick I actually used in my last video, and it's Huda Beauty's Staycation. I really love the packaging. Let's start there. It's magnetic, just like Carly Bible, and I love the ombre effect. This is described as a matte lipstick, but I don't really find it that matte because it goes on so creamy like. So I was confused why it was called MAC. But when it dries down, it is a little dry, but not uncomfortable at all. And this is the color right here. And I love it a lot. I mean, it's a good shade for me. It gives me matte, like 90s vibes, and I think that's why I use it a lot too. But other than that, Huda Beauty Staycation, it's cute. Go test it out. So now that I shared my nude lip collection, I now want to share my favorite lip combinations at the moment. Starting off with Nude Number 2 and Nude Number 1 by KKW Beauty. For starters, you want to make sure that the pencil is super sharpened. I get a lot of questions on how I fill my lips in, and I want to show you right now. So again, make sure that the lip pencil is sharpened. And I like to go on the outer edges first, just so I can get like an idea where I need to go, I guess. And I like to go dark on the ends of my mouth, just because it gives it more a pouty look. And then because these are so easy to use and they glide on, I just smile and just go on. Just like that. Now, same thing on the top. Starting off with the outer edges. Just go a little dark. And I like to kind of like put my lips together just so I can soften up the lip color because it is very dark. And as we're going, I don't go over my natural lip line, and I don't go too heavy. So something like that. And when it comes to the Cupid's bow, I don't fill it in how it's naturally lined, I kind of just take the pencil and I just glide over where the cupid will meet. Just like that. Now before I apply the lipstick, I like to take my pinky and just soften up the color because it is so dark and I don't want it to look too drawn on. So I do this to soften the color. Now for nude number 1. And I literally just use one swatch. I don't do it again because it is so light. And these lipsticks are super pigmented. I failed to mention that before, but the color is there. And if I feel like I need to go into a certain corner, I just take a lip brush, put a little bit on, and just put it where I need it to go. And we are done with our first lip combination using KKW Beauty Nude number 1 lipstick with KKW Beauty Nude number 2 lip liner. For the next nude lip combination, I'm using products from the Il Makiage Carli Bible lip collection, using the lip pencil in the shade Luna. Once again, I'm filling the outer corners first. Once that's filled in, I like to do the bottom lip, then work my way up to the top lip, filling the cupid's bow very, very lightly. I don't like the cupid's bow to ever appear dark. After applying the liner, now it's time for the lipstick in the shade Libra. Once the lipstick is applied, I like to go over the lips once more with the pencil. After going over with the pencil, I then use my pinky to blend and soften the colors as well as get rid of any harsh lines. Then I will just use my brush to clean up, and that's it. And there you have it, our second nude lip combination. I'm really obsessed with this combo. I pretty much wear this every day. Finally reached the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I know it was super lengthy, but if you watched the entire video, that obviously means you have a nude lip addiction just like me. And if you liked any of the products that were mentioned, or if you have suggestions, leave them down in the comments. I would love to read them. See you soon.